It has been 11,000 years since the kingdom of Adora was cast into the astral sea, along with the invading demon god Deimos. The last king of Adora, Gnarl Denstra, the elven god king Xandril Mishinel, and the necromancer Avigard fought and stopped the impending doom of the eternal darkness from coming forth, but were lost to the world when they too were cast into the astral sea. Now, the land of Redigan is split into 4 kingdoms. Adeshmira is the Elven Kingdom, where 10,000 years ago they called the elves back into their forest to lock it away. Most heeded the call, but some believed that they should not segregate and stayed in the world.
The Round Top Rainforest, where many other races call home, is now a kingdom under the direction of the druids who reside there. They left their borders open, but all know that if you enter and do not respect the forest, your life will be forfeit.
The Dwarven Kingdom of Gratispar called the dwarves back to their homes, closing and locking the doors of their vast mountain kingdom, and they have not opened them yet.
Finally, the Kingdom of Remedigan, known as the Kingdom of the Humans, left its borders open and welcomed anyone who sought refuge. It thrived, not from isolation, but a joining of all races under one idea: peace. 100 years ago, Odura returned. With it, the High General Martin Firewell and King Xandril Mishinel, and there has been a fragile peace between all kingdoms. Until now.
Hi, everyone. I'm supposed to count you in.
You did count me in.
It was a different count in. That was we're going to go live.
Oh, okay.
Normally we bullshit for a little bit, and then I say, oh, hey, Doc, do the thing.
Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm out of practice on this. Did we play last week?
My.
I don't even remember the world.
What are we doing?
We play Dungeons and Dragons. I mean, sorry. I love him, and that was the first time I've had the opportunity to actually do that.
Travis is awesome.
He's the best.
You know what the problem is we don't have the person who knows everything about D&D here.
That's right. We are kind of messing around. Hey, sorry for the delay, everybody. It was my life is on fire. How about yours? That's the way I like it, and I'd rather be bored, but I'm not bored right now. But here we are. Hey, now, Doc, do the thing.
I'm an all-star. Get the game on. Go play. Sit back and relax as I take you out of your reality and into my nightmare's dream world. Welcome to the Bros and Dragons podcast. I'm your Dungeon Master and host, Daniel Doc Gentry, and with me is the champion of chaos, Long May It Rain, playing Mirinda Shrin / Montera, Little Nas / what other personality she's got locked up in that head of hers. It's Lissa!
Hey.
No, I need more than hey.
Mm-hmm. This is like 10 seconds that you got to fill in here. Like, it's whatever you want. You can even just go, hey, for 10 seconds if you want.
Hey, Hannah's hoodie. It looks very comfortable and snuggly.
Yeah.
There you go.
That's pretty good.
The impossible source we're playing, Taste on Firewall, is our very own Nerdworks.
Hi, I'm going second because Hannah had to take the dogs out to poop, and now she's here. So we had to give her a second to like get back into the moment. And I was hoping that she was about to say, "Hi, I had to take the dogs for a poop," and they did it, and now I'm here. So if she was gonna say that, I took that away from her. So now she has to say something different.
I am literally going in the order I always do when I rotate. The Guardian herself, long live the Waffle Hut, playing Stroop Waffle, as always, is Stroop Dog, a.k.a. Hannah.
There's dog hair in my mouth.
Why are you putting the dogs in your mouth when they have to go to poop?
I don't know. It's just a gross, disgusting thing that's happening.
Fair enough. Okay.
Don't ask questions you don't want answers to. Last time on the Bros and Dragons podcast, very short. New deals were made. Castle vibes were checked. Many people seem to be not handling things well that are in the castle, but it seems like they brought the critically wounded here. The kitchen was acting like a specialty kitchen, and things were very somber. Ava said she was sorry without context, and that message was passed on to Tayson. Tayson and company was asked to accompany Ava and company to Hardell because 2 houses survived, and a team was being sent to fix the town, And it was let known that the houses were Tayson and Miranda's house. Did I forget anything? I feel like I'm forgetting stuff.
I made a deal with the tenant.
New deals were made.
Yeah.
I said that the first
Yeah.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I think we're good. This is what happens when 2 weeks goes by. Just how it is.
Indeed.
Dumb. We shouldn't ever take breaks. But we left shortly after that statement of asking if you'd go. But you guys do have time. That's going to be tomorrow.
Oh, that we knew that it was going to be tomorrow. So didn't we like head to a bar to like relax or something like that?
Yes, we did
There
go
it
to the
is.
bar.
Okay. We went to the Silver Dagger because hey, let's do some nostalgia and stuff and a moment of respite in the world being terrible. This half of the world being terrible. Adishmir is fine.
You and you told them.
did.
You head to the Silver Dagger, and somber music is being played, but it's not like super sad somber music. It's just not as joyful as it is. People are drinking, but everybody seems to be more interested in looking at their cup and rubbing their heads than anything else. But as you walk in, the owner's like, "Oh, hey, welcome. Take a seat. It's good to see you all again." Usual 8 shots,
That's
2 beers.
That's too many shots.
That's a normal amount of shots for us, I think. Yeah, that. And can we do a round of waters as well?
Hey.
Yeah, absolutely. Let me get that started for you. You guys walk in. There is a table available, and you sit down.
How you two doing?
I could use a shot.
We're working on that. Like you, literally about 4 seconds ago, that got you. Hey, you know what? No problem. Sounds good. We'll get right on that. Miranda?
I mean, the last time we were here, it'll be good to relax. Let's relax. It's been a while.
Hey, how long does it take to relax for you two?
Depends on how many drinks we've had in us, right, Stru?
Got it. Okay. I think I relax wrong. It usually takes me a while to relax. So when I know that I don't have a lot of time to relax, I don't start relaxing because then I have to stop relaxing before I actually feel relaxed, and I feel worse than I did before. So I don't. We gotta go tomorrow, so I don't really know how relaxed we can be because it feels like every time we relax, we come home and I have dinner with the queen and the king and some new people, and then we eat, and then demons attack, and then yeah. So I don't know how long is a good time frame for relaxing. I'm just like not there yet.
Tom, the bartender, sat down drinks and goes, "Oh, every time you get attacked by demons when you try to relax?"
It's not every time. I know I'm late. I know I'm. Holy cow! It's at least like 50% of the time, isn't it?
It feels like it, at least, if it's not.
It's a coin flip.
Right.
Yeah, it's a coin flip at this point where it's, oh, relaxing. Okay, this is nice. Ah, angry dog. Oh, okay, we're relaxing. Oh, this is nice. Hey, nice to meet you people at the table. Ah, demons. Okay.
Tom
we met-
finishes. Tom finishes putting drinks out. G-Mine and Posh order an ale each, and as he's getting ready to go, he says, "Do me a favor. Don't relax for about 2 weeks. Could you do that?"
I have not relaxed. Starts counting on his fingers. 8 months, 3 weeks, and a day. I don't know how many hours. I don't know what time it is. Yeah, that's just adding a little bit more to my current plate. That's not bad.
Good, good. I'd appreciate it because I think the whole city had enough relaxing yesterday. And he taps you on the shoulder and walks away.
I think he is. I think he calls relaxing different. Or no, he's talking. Okay, never mind. I'm caught up. Okay, yeah, no, fair enough. Do you have a way to send word to your family while you're here? I know I got you mid-shot, so it's a...
She's eating some of the peanuts.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I sent them a letter. I just don't want them to get, like, their hopes too high that, you know, I can't visit them every time I'm in town while we're doing this thing. But, you know, they know I'm alive and stuff, and you know, they have their own lives. Running the Waffle Hut without me, I'm sure, is quite the feat.
Yeah, it would be kind of rough if you had to go back and run 2 different franchises for, well, no, not franchises, businesses for just a day, and then have to. Maybe we'll pass there on the way. I mean, we're going south.
Yeah, I mean, if we don't take the whoop-a-doop paper thing, then
yeah.
yeah,
I'm
we
not
can
sure.
stop by and see him, get some waffles.
I'm not sure how many people those things can take, or how many we would take with us. But yeah, that I do like the boop-a-doop. I've been calling it map paper, and that's not nearly as fun.
Yeah, that's what I'm good at, making names for things. Flat waffles, ba-doop-a-doop.
Oh, okay, fair enough. I'm stressed. I'm gonna drink some water. I am letting you two know. I'm probably gonna people watch for a bit. So if you need me, just like, you know, poke my shoulder or knee, you know, whatever's closer. And I am asking permission to zone out for a bit because today has been a day, and that's saying something.
You're not wrong, Tayson.
Okay. I'm gonna stare at people for a while. If you need anything, you know, again, pokes. Whew. And Tayson is gonna actually lean back in his chair, put both his hands on his water glass, and then just kind of take sips and stare around the room at people.
As you're looking around, you do notice that Delaria, Gelgan, the orc, and Rain walk in and take a seat.
Raise a water glass to him.
Tayson, remember the barkeep literally just asked you not to relax, and as soon as you did, motions to the people who just came in.
You know, it is what it is. This isn't relaxing. This is I am studying. It's different.
That's fair.
I'm trying to get a vibe on people, so I am less likely to harsh the vibe or whatever. Should we be here? I don't know how this works. Like, you drown your sorrows or whatever. You do whatever to forget how bad things are / were. But there's also the how bad it's going to be, and we all know that. So, are we just buying time? No. Are we just occupying our time until the next time that things suck?
Yes and no, Tayson.
Okay. If you can elaborate on the no part, because I get the yes part, because we're here.
Self-care is important.
Okay. But
So, in that way, it's a no. But the fact that we are waiting until the convoy leaves tomorrow, yeah, we are buying time.
Okay. Okay.
So, a little bit of yes, a little bit of no. It just, We haven't had time to actually, like, properly relax and not get attacked by things in a while.
Okay. I'm figuring out that my actual issue is compartmentalizing, which is fine. And if the two of you are better at it, then far be it for me to ruin that for you. So do what you gotta do, and tomorrow will be good. Probably. This is me being optimistic. I'm trying. Stroop, I'm really trying. I can't promise it, but I can at least put a more than likely onto it, because that's what I've got.
You know, you're putting the effort in, and that's half the battle.
Okay.
You hear when Tom goes over to the table, Delaria asks for 2 ales and then looks over at the orc and says, and a white wine, please. The night goes on. You guys want to do anything else?
Think so?
Yeah.
People watch and not cause a fuss.
That
You guys leave for the night. You head back.
maybe some table dancing.
It doesn't feel like table dancing, but I'm not going to stop you. You do you.
You know, we'll just take our shots, maybe play some cards, but not, try not to draw too much attention.
It doesn't feel like all the other times that you guys have gone out. You head back and you notice the guards have picked up in the courtyard area, walking around the town. You guys head back, and next to Tayson's room, we've canonized this. There's like an open garden area where Tayson has gone before. You hear noises coming from there, and if you peek around the corner, you will see somebody moving in the garden. I want to say that the garden's at least protected enough that you don't see into it, which is why Tayson uses it. But you do see somebody in there who seems to be doing something. It sounds like, to Mirinda and Tayson, like they are doing some kind of motion, whether it be Tai Chi or something else.
Tayson poke his head out the window into the garden. Can I help you? Do you need help?
So you go into your room,
Yeah.
and then you poke your head. Okay.
Yeah.
You open the window and you say, "Can I?" And you hear a screech from a woman who seems to be caught off guard, and movement. You don't see anything right away. And you say, "Can I help you?" And you hear Ava's voice very frantically. "No, I got it. Thank you. Don't come over here. Thank you."
Okay, sorry. I mean, this is kind of a public area, but you're also right outside my room. So I'll tell you what, I'm going to go back in here, and if you want to come back in here, that's fine. And if you also want to not do that, that is also fine. Bye. And then Tayson will slink back into his room.
The window's still open. You'll hear her say, "No, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine." You hear rustling. And she says, "Sorry, I came to talk. You weren't there. I thought maybe, never mind." And then you hear her walk away.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah.
You thought maybe what?
That you guys were doing something else or went somewhere else. So I thought this would be the perfect place to practice.
Oh, okay. Yeah. No, I practice out here too. If you just need some space, that's fine. Like I won't bother you. That's okay.
And you see her now. She's not wearing her armor. She's tying off robes. She's holding shoes.
Okay. Do you want me to go? I mean, it's not like there's reserved time out here. You can just do what you want to do.
Where are you? you gonna go? You're in your hold on, this is awkward. And she walks around and you hear her knock on your door.
Oh, yeah, hi. Hey, come in. Come in. Hi.
Yeah, she opens it up and she walks in. You see her like scoot. She does a little hop as she puts her second shoe on and says, "No, I'm sorry. I just again, um, how are you all today? How is your evening so far?"
We had some drinks and it was good. It was good. Uh, Tayson, there's a girl in your room.
There's
There's girls in his
3
room on a
girls
regular
in my room.
basis.
Yeah.
Yeah, Ava says, "Yeah, three. I count three."
Also, she was here earlier, and are you trying to be a butt and I don't understand?
Tayson,
Mm-hmm.
I've had a few drinks.
Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm sorry. Hey, we're doing less bad currently, but we'll see tomorrow. How about that? Is that about where we're at? Collectively, as like a unit, that's where we're at.
That's where we're at. Tayson
I
got it.
I just wanted to let you know that I'm taking some of my Dawn Warriors tomorrow, and I just wanted to say good luck on whatever you guys were up to.
Tomorrow?
Yeah.
To Hardell and all that?
Yeah, apparently there's two houses that are absolutely fine in an entire
Yeah.
destroyed village.
Yeah. No,
We're gonna.
no, we, not we, we, but we, all of us, we.
Oh,
Yeah.
oh, you're gonna trek down there. They told me it was 3 weeks. Are you gonna be okay trekking that far?
No, we're going tomorrow.
Yeah, yeah, but
Yeah.
it takes 3 weeks to get there.
Oh yeah, no, we got there the first time. Well, we got mostly there the first time. And then we just ended up there because we had a way to get there fast, but like in a small group. How many people are going tomorrow?
I don't. Quite a few civilians, which is
Okay.
why. Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't know you were going though.
Yeah. It's probable that at least one of those houses that's there is mine.
Oh, you have your own house somewhere.
Well, Martin had a house. Martin had a lot of houses. And now I have some of those houses to all of those houses, depending on the laws and written last will of respective cities and Martin. Because I don't know, but yeah.
When you say last will, could Miranda and Tayson roll a perception check normally and Stroop do it with disadvantage because she's playing drunk? I'm gonna fail. We're just going drunk with it.
18.
A 9.
13.
Somehow.
13, 9. You kind of you mentioned this. You don't notice anything different. Miranda, you watch as in her left eye there's like a tear, and she very slyly pushes it away like she's wiping sweat. When at the mention of the will.
So yeah, I don't know if we're going because the houses are relevant or if we're going just because, hey, it's extra people to go and it's dangerous to go alone. Take this party with you or whatever. But we're gonna do that and hope that things are. I'm not gonna say hope that things are good. Probably. I'm gonna keep with that. I was about to be negative, but we're trying something new.
Try to
The
be Jason.
but it is good to be positive. That's why they asked if I could spare Dawn Warrior, so I decided to lead them if we're going to go out and there are any amount of demons like there were here the other night.
I worry about being gone too long from here.
Your mother seemed capable. She was cleaning up demons left and right.
Yeah, but what if there are more next time, and if next time is soon?
Now they're ready. They're more prepared. The guards are patrolling more.
Okay.
I'm leaving Dawn Warrior behind, so they'll be there as well.
That's really nice of you. Thank you.
Henrik is a Dawn Warrior as well. Very capable.
Our Henrik? That's Hendrin. I'm sorry. There's a lot of
Hendrin.
names.
You're
yeah.
right. No, sorry.
Okay.
It's Rendith and
Yes.
I thought it was Herrick. Am I wrong?
I don't know.
Well, we're gonna do this. I am gonna forget my characters' names. Look at that.
No, listen, man. When you build a world, it doesn't even matter if it's a small world. There's a lot of names.
Enter his name here. I'm just trying to find it real quick.
Oh, by the way, since we're on a little diatribe, this is actually a very delicious drink that Farrell has made for me that I found on TikTok, but I wasn't ready for it, so I drank it, and I almost died. But evidently, if you take soy sauce, pepper, pineapple juice, and vodka, it tastes like you're drinking teriyaki, but not like just like sauce. It just tastes delicious. But I didn't know that's what I got, so I died. But then I'm back, and now I'm just enjoying my delicious beverage. And before any of you say anything, try it.
I haven't lost my mind. It is Herrick. Okay.
My bad.
That's all right. Rendith and Herrick.
Thank
are
you.
The Queen's Guards. Yeah.
48,
So you're
42.
having
Continue.
alcoholic teriyaki drink.
Yeah. Yeah.
All right.
It's delightful.
So everybody knows what to send him for his birthday.
Yeah.
All right.
Pineapple juice.
No, just straight teriyaki.
Oh,
so you
gross.
can have some virgin drink when you want to. Yeah. So she just says Herrick is a god warrior as well. So I mean, the kingdom is very well protected and more on alert than it was before.
Okay. Okay. Well, thank you for, leaving some people here to not let our home, well, mostly our home / home adjacent, not be completely destroyed. Holy cow. Stroop, your family is like 2 days away from here. Are they protected?
I'm sure they are. We're druids.
Wait, all of you?
Sure. We are.
Your mom and your brothers are. Your dad is not.
He married into the family.
Yeah. He took your mom's name, actually, if you have forgot. I just let you know.
I knew you were all good, like, at business. I didn't realize that you were all, like, nature, druidy. Wow, okay. That's,
Pretty dynamic family.
No, I understand.
There's stuff going on.
I'm just thinking of your brother and him being very condescending to me because I didn't understand economics to his level, and I didn't realize that it was
Which was it?
Which brother did you think it was?
Probably Chip.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's kind of full of shit.
Yeah, but evidently a multi-talented little shit. So I guess I can't be too upset about him being cocky. If you got it, flaunt it or whatever.
I thought you were gonna be like, I didn't know you had two because they're twins. But
No, I've picked up on some things.
The guy selling the coats and the guy busting the tables look identical. I bet you it's the same guy. Ava just says, "Well, this has been good and informative, and it's good to hear you're coming." Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh. This might make you. Oh. This might make you more mad at me, but I'd rather you know than not. So I was able to actually talk with that problem that you tried to take out of me before, and I made a second agreement where we're not allowed to lie to each other, and if we do, something bad happens. Because I figured it's like, oh, if I'm going to be in a bad situation, at least I have to put it in a position where it can't lie to me.
She smiles at what you say, and she just says, "Thank you for sharing that with me."
Yes, there you go. You know, honesty is the policy.
I didn't mean to disturb your night, though, and she begins to get up. And
Oh,
she just says, "Thank you,
okay.
honestly."
Oh, well, you're welcome. Probably. Um, uh, have a good one.
She walks to the door and opens it. Right before she closes it, she goes, I don't know if you're normally this awkward, or I just wanted to say, if you saw me, I don't mind." And then she closes the door and leaves.
Miranda is just shaking her head behind Tayson, like, yeah.
I mean, yeah.
She's gone. You're talking to a door.
I see her now. I'm confused.
I see a nibbler.
Okay, so I'm not even going to write it down. Hey, everybody, for the podcast, there's a dog on the screen. You should come watch us on Twitch because there's a dog on the screen. There's not a dog on the screen of your stupid podcast app unless you have a dog on the screen of your podcast app, in which case, can you please send me to that podcast app because I like it. All right, now I'm going to write down that I need to cut that out probably.
Oh, no, that's going to stay in.
Okay, cool. The next morning,
There's also routinely cats on the screen too.
There's a lot of pets.
There's animals galore. Anything you guys want to do before you go to bed?
All good here, boss.
Besides dig through our Easter basket from our parents.
Sorry, I dropped some candy and I didn't want Nibbler to eat it. I would like to have a large mug of water before I go to bed.
I thought you were saying a lodge meeting, and that's what you were going to start calling the Guardian business meetings. And I was like, yes, I love this. Let's go. No, lodge water. Okay.
Large water.
Yeah, easy enough. I think there's a water jug in here. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Somebody's in trouble. How dare you, doggo. You guys go to sleep. Hey, son. I shall start with Miranda.
Okay.
You're having a dream, but is it because you know it's a dream? As you walk into this familiar, empty-chaired, top of somewhere, stars galore sky, meeting room of the gods. You look around, there's nobody here. You know you're dreaming. Do you want to do anything?
There is a chair for Deimos, correct?
There's still the red cracked. It's broken, but it's there.
She's gonna go inspect that.
Roll me a history.
Come on, baby. 16.
The crimson glow in the crack that is there is way brighter than it has been before. It still has the black essence, the scripted looking like it's scratched with a nail 3 at the top of the head of the chair, but hasn't changed, except for it's brighter.
Can I cast Augury in a dream?
There's one way to find out.
I'm gonna try and cast Augury in a dream.
Okay.
So,
So long, I am just getting the words in front of me, just to make sure.
yeah, she pulls out, these very ornate, bones that she has carved, with runes of the Five and Zalrin.
Okay.
And she actually tosses them on top of the chair.
Okay. You watch these ruined gems spin unnaturally. Some of them get on the edges of the very end and spin and fall. And as they all fall, you see an identical, and you don't even know how you would have to arrange this. That 3 in the gems from all this runes, they just fall to make this perfect looking 3.
That's not a good thing.
And then they all shoot out from the chair. They don't go anywhere. They hit the arms and stop, and they shake. And then you watch each and every one of them get a small fracture in them, and the fracture is red.
Well, fuck. That's not good.
You hear a female voice behind you. And so, what are you going to do with that information?
I'm going to try to make sure that he cannot come into my world.
Your world or this world? If you turn, you see tall and thin brown-haired human female, light brown eyes. She's wearing a dress that looks very natural with it, but is given away because perched on her shoulder is a golden bird that you have seen in every symbol of Arlen.
Is there a difference between the two for our purposes?
I believe the world of Eberron would be safe no matter what happens here, at least for a time. And she sits in her chair.
This place has been my home longer than Eberron ever was. So it's my world as well. And I'm going to protect it the best I can.
Martin speaks highly of you, little one.
How's he doing?
Enjoying his afterlife, spending time with a loved one he hasn't seen in some time.
Do you have any guidance for what we could do better? What we should look towards?
You want to fight my most powerful brother, and you want to win. I guess, what are you willing to lose?
I will fight with everything that I have.
Is that all? Because I'm sure many have fought with everything that they have.
I know they have. He's tried coming out many times and has been prevented, but never fully stopped.
That is true.
I want to break the cycle. Whether that is I have an idea that is dangerous, but I don't know how to do it.
You hear a different female voice off to your side. Well, how dangerous are we talking? And if you look over, you see a blue tiefling with red horns sitting on. She's very scantily dressed and sitting on the ornate chair with the wreath, the iron bar, all the gold. You know, is the seat of Akina, the goddess of magic and gifts.
My idea requires I take his power. Hi, Esri.
The tiefling says, well, I guess the way Mom put it, somebody always has to sit in that chair.
I don't. What? You are making this really freaking hilarious for me, Kat. Can you please stop? I'm trying to be serious here. Um, Part of life is a cycle of death, rebirth, afterlife. And so his position is necessary. And I don't want. And she kind of is like she's clearly fearful. I don't wish to do this, but I also know that your brother, your uncle, is only going to keep trying and trying. And the only way to break the cycle is to break it with a new link.
You feel tender hands on your shoulder behind you. The whisper of another female. And she says, yes, but think of the power my brother enables. Power over a multiverse in itself. And you look and you see a moon elf. And as she walks over to her chair with the pile of gold, you know that you are looking at Edra, the goddess of greed. She begins to spin a gold coin through her fingers and says, unimaginable power would you break, though, like our brother has?
I don't know. I do not pretend to know if I am stronger than him. Esri, stop! I swear to God, Cat.
Write down that time. You got to pull out these edges.
No, I've got when we started, and I'm gonna put when we're out of it. We're good. You guys keep doing what you're
Sorry.
doing. No, you're totally
She's-
fine.
Don't get me wrong. I am always about seeking new experiences. That is my greed. My chaos. But I did not come to this conclusion lightly. I want the world to continue for my friends, even if I can't be there.
Very powerful presence as you hear a very stern, aye, lass. But when it comes down to it, are you going to cut the throat of your precious addendum because he's a devil and you'll now be a demon? As a stout dwarf jumps up on his gray chair with the symbol of the skull above it.
If I have to. Chaos knows no bounds.
And almost expectantly, you hear the fifth voice. Very calm, collective behind you. Walking just by you as he says, there's wisdom in your statement, but there's power in your thoughts. Wisdom, power, essence, greed. These are all wonderful things, but everybody's prepared for the consequences of their actions without knowing the consequences and what they would be. And you watch as this well-dressed drow sits down in the fifth chair. You know him to be Jundar. And you have the full council of the five before you.
Oh, business meetings with the Guardians. Oh, bad dreams. Oh.
My business meetings are: do I have a bad dream and pee myself in the form of bad spell come out? Y'all get to talk to gods and run the planetary defense force. This is fine. It's cool.
I've never known what the consequences will be when I go somewhere new. Every step I take has always been about moving forward and experiencing new things. I don't know what the consequences will be. I never have. No one ever does. Even gods are not omnipotent, most of the time. I'm willing to do what must be done to protect this place, this world, this ideal. And if I have to lose myself in order to do that, I'm willing to take that consequence.
Arlen speaks again. Well, it's a good thing that we're more omnipotent than you think. The truth is you do not have what it takes to be the goddess of tyranny and hatred. And that's a good thing. But Zelron has chosen an interesting champion. You have our word as the council. We will not interfere. Either our brother is victorious, or you alone, Montera Little Nas, will be. Fade to black. Do you
Had an
want
entire
to
conversation with fucking gods. Excuse me for a moment.
Do you want to call business meeting, Stroke? Good. Tayson, roll me a wisdom save.
This is no. Give me my give me some shit. 15.
15.
Yes.
Dream to dream, and you remember them. Just really oddball dreams, but in between each of them, why not me is being said between each of them. In the voice of Juniper outside of earshot. You wake up. You feel like power and you look around and you have activated your coat. And you hear a voice in your head. Are you awake now?
Hold on. I pinch my cheek. Does it hurt?
Oh, yeah.
Probably. Ow. Shit. Fuck. Yeah.
You were losing control.
Did you stop me, or did I just stop in time?
You stopped yourself as I roused you from your sleep.
Oh. Well, thank you for that. I appreciate it. Yeah, bad dreams. You said I got a lot of power, or a different type of power, or whatever. Evidently, this is what comes with it. How'd you sleep?
I don't sleep.
That. When I dream, do you, like, see my dreams? Or do you just, like, hang out in darkness because my eyes are closed? Or how does that work for you?
Sometimes I see what you see.
Oh. And other times?
This time, I did not.
Oh. I had a lot of weird dreams with a theme in between, evidently. I'm sorry if dwelling here is inconvenient or a bother.
Neither.
Okay, that is both comforting and concerning, which is kind of par for the course at this point, so it's fine, I guess. If I eat, do you taste it? Like, do you have a preference on food? Or are you just kind of hanging out around me? Like, are you like a narrator that just happens to live tangentially with me, or how does this work? I just want to make this as comfortable as possible and beneficial, and I don't want to make you I don't want to agitate you if I can help it. I'd rather us be friends.
You have done nothing that could hurt me.
Well, I got that. There's a difference between not an adversary and actually, like, a friend.
We, neither. Yet.
Do you want to be friends? It doesn't mean you have to say so now, but, like, do you want to be friends someday?
I only want to see the end of the mast.
I mean, you know what? I'm trying to be more positive, and that's not a no, so I'm going to go with that. And today is going to be a good day, probably. Okay, time to get up. Oh. Tayson doesn't make the noise when he gets up. He's not a 34-year-old man who's got bad joints.
He's younger.
He's fine.
Yeah. You guys wake up. You see Tayson already awake. Is it a surprise? Probably not. Stroop, roll me a Constitution saving roll to see if you got a headache.
I don't wanna.
You earned this.
I don't wanna do that. Don't worry. Seeing things is hard. I got a 17.
Oh yeah, you're good. You
Got
need a
glass
little
of
bit
water.
more water, but you're
Okay.
good.
Doc, did we get like a, hey, we're going to leave at this time kind of thing? Or is it just, hey, you're going to all go tomorrow?
There's going to be a lot of setup. It'd probably leave about noon.
Okay. We don't have any money, but is there anything you all want to do? Like last stuff here in civilization? Before, well, I mean, we left, Elven civilization and then came back to our civilization, and now we're going to go on like a caravan trip to what sounds like destroyed except for 2 houses city. So is there anything you all want to do before we, that? Huh?
Yeah, I want to talk about the half-naked lady in the garden. Was that real or not?
What do you mean?
Last night.
That was real.
Oh. Okay, cool.
And it wasn't half. That's all I'm saying.
Scantily clad woman. No, I just want some breakfast. Let's get some breakfast and then.
Okay.
Then we'll
What?
talk about-
Wait. She's what species technically again? She's an elf, but she's drow, right?
Ava's a full elf.
She had a
Okay.
There was a drow elf that was with her.
Laria
Yeah.
is
Okay.
the full elf, and she is her cousin. And she's blonde, where normal drow. Even Jundar has stunning white hair. Her hair is a very mellow blonde.
Do we? How are you feeling, Stroop?
Not bad, honestly.
Okay.
Hungry.
So we should go to the kitchen and get something there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I don't want to cook.
No, I just wanted to check. I didn't want to presume, but I didn't want to put somebody else in charge of something when it was somebody else's job without them saying that they didn't want to be in charge of that something. To eat so we don't die.
You guys can head down to the kitchen. The same thing's happening that day that it did yesterday, just not as many. You're not sure what that means exactly, because you know that the critically wounded people were brought to the castle.
Mirinda still hasn't said anything.
Mhm.
She's going to kind of just like shakily get up and follow. She's going to grab like some toast, something small that's easy to take, and she's going to go to the temple of the 5.
Okay. You head, for lack of better terms, home since before you left here. And as you head to the temple, you see a lot of people praying. Not as many people have ever come to the shrine. Many are attending and giving the different blessings that they know from each one of the gods. And you're in Mirinda form, correct?
Mm-hmm.
And as you come forward, You're greeted by a very kindly old woman that you recognize, who is the high cleric of the five here. And she says, "My dear Miranda, you look off. Are you okay?"
I'm. A lot has happened since we left. I am going to make offerings to the gods before we leave again.
If you could find a way up there, it's more than welcome. There's been a lot more people um, in the last day or two.
Understandable. She is going to. Do I have a thing for this? That is the question. I think I do. I'm not positive.
D&D. Do I have a thing for this? Probably. I don't know. Let's see.
Everything is awesome. As you start going up there and looking through your bag for whatever it is, she just says, "If you need, your room is still here." I love that in my head, this is exactly what happens. She says that, but you like mindlessly head up to the front. What are you looking
Yeah.
for? Maybe I can help you. I am the DM.
Oh, I was looking through my abilities to see if I could like. You know what? She's gonna cast guidance on herself to try and like weave through the fucking crowd to get to the altars.
Sure. And since you want to roll something, give me a dex just to make sure you don't step on anybody.
If you roll high, then you step on people, but only the people that you want to.
Oh, so trend. That's 19.
Okay. And just roll a quick perception for me. You mentioned it. I had it in my head. We're going to play it out.
I love you, purple dice. That is a nat 20
For a total of,
for a total of 25.
you know, with that 25, after you make it up front with no problems, as you look around, you're getting ready to, just, you feel like you have to do something and you're not sure what it is. Every cleric is here. Two others as well, but Trent is not.
He goes to the nearest cleric. Where's Trent?
She turns and says, You didn't hear. He saved everybody in the house.
They get his body?
She's crying. We had a funeral yesterday with a few of the others as well.
She kind of just blindly like it almost in like a fit of like like rage grief.
Mm-hmm.
She summons her soul knives and just because there's so many people, she doesn't throw them, but she wants to.
Mm-hmm. As the soul knife comes out, you notice she backs off just a little bit. And you hear a voice very quietly behind you. Now, I don't think this is the place to be losing your temper, lady. You recognize the voice, though. Purple tiefling with the hat.
She spins around and has the knives up like she's on guard.
You notice in
But
his
she's-
hand, he has a wand pointed straight at your stomach when you do. He says, Hands you a piece of paper. And he says, I think you should hug me. Make it look like it's knowing who I am. Or it's going to look really
She
weird in front
hugs
of all these
him.
people. Yeah.
But as she does, she's kind of like slyly like jabbing him with one of the soul knives, like, bitch, mutually assured destruction here if you try anything.
Yep. You feel cold steel on a little part of your skin that's always bare near your hip area. And he says, good. I'll see you in a bit. And he lets go. And as he turns, you didn't even notice. He put whatever in his hand away. He makes a bow to one of the offering tables and walks through the people and leaves, leaving you with a note in your hand.
She puts the note in one of her pouches and does her offerings to the gods, being like taking more time than she normally would, especially since she just had that fucking dream.
Mhm.
Like, she's always like reverent to them, but like she takes extra time.
Oh yeah, and as a cleric, you've been through the motion so many times, but I think this time, not only is it different, but it means something.
And then she slips into her room to take a look at the note.
And as you slip back to your room, pull out the piece of paper. Let's take a short break so you guys can get some water. We can shake this off and return.
Before we do, I apologize. Not because anything was done wrong, but because this is your first campaign that Doc has been in charge of. So I knew that Trent was either going to be super fucking heroic or he was going to be your fucking patron or your deity or something. And nothing gave me more joy than watching Hannah's face change. Oh, the change!
I had a fucking feeling, but I had to play it.
Hannah went
I
from
knew he was
fucking
probably
Trent,
fucking dead.
to I can't furrow my lips and brow enough.
I wasn't ready. I wasn't ready.
Love you all. Everybody, we'll be back in a few minutes here. Go get some water. Go get a snack. Snacks are good. Hey, party, go get some snacks. Snacks are, well, I mean, you've got an Easter basket. So everybody else, get some snacks. And we'll be back here in just a bit. See you soon! Hi, I think we're back. Hey, we're back. Hey.
Are we back?
I did it. That's actually pretty good, Doc.
Thank you.
Yeah, that wasn't bad. Like, if not for the zoomed in thing on the actual OBS, I would have actually.
Watching me move.
I would have been,
yeah.
but just like a little bit. Like on the actual Discord call, you were good. On OBS, where I just focused on this little tiny bit of you, there was a little wave, and I was like, "You motherfucker."
Neurological issues.
That's. But you know what? Hell, maybe I just drank too much, and Doc is frozen. I'm just putting the blurs and a little bit of movement in there.
You look like I moved.
Yeah, that's on me. Hi, we're back. Doc, paint me a word picture.
We woke up after really interesting sets of dreams. We started our day with a very somber Remedigan. The boisterous are gone. A lot of people at the Shrine of the Five, possibly people who haven't been there before, and TikToks. And we
My phone and I'm sorry.
Yep, it's okay. And out of everything that happened, Miranda went to the Shrine of the Five, where she had an encounter with a old acquaintance, the purple skinned tiefling who slipped her a note with a little intense exchange after she found out that Trent gave his life to save at least one family. She headed to her room where she opened the note. Let us adventure on. You open up the note, Miranda, And it says, same address, twilight tonight. That's it.
Like same address in town? Because I'm seeing a. I still have that ring, right?
Which one?
The one or whatever it was that they gave. It was a ring, right? That this cult gave me to get in contact with them.
Oh, the ones from Adishmira.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it not the same group?
You don't know. These don't look like moon elves, but so the moon elves of Adishmira are a cult that got in touch with you. The some Tomnia.
Okay.
Oh, I'm
So
sorry.
Lys's brain was thinking that these two were the same group.
It's the Sharon Maw. Sorry, I had the wrong tab up, but it is. The Sharon Maw is the group that gave you the ring. That was the elves that they're a cult to Devogum is what Posh told you.
Hey. She gonna go ahead and go to the house and leave her own note under the door saying, I have to head out before then. Meet me at my room in the temple. As soon as possible.
Okay.
And then she's gonna go back to the temple in the meantime.
All right. Stroop and Tayson, you finish breakfast.
This was good, but not as good as I am used to. And then, without like moving his face whatsoever, just kind of moves his eyes towards Stroop.
I appreciate the compliment.
Okay, let's
I
leave.
agree.
All right. Well, Miranda went off to do her thing. Got a couple hours. I mean, I can go ask for some provisions, but things seem kind of, terrible here. Is there anything you want to do before we go?
I mean, we can like raid the cabinets for rations and stuff, and maybe we could check in with the people who are leading the way and see what they need help with.
Yeah, I'd rather do the second thing than the first thing. I feel like it's gonna get kind of shitty here. I don't want to take any food or anything that might be useful here, because you and I can find food pretty easy. I mean, like, Miranda has found food pretty... Like, we're all pretty capable of taking care of ourselves. And I don't know if all Dawn Warriors are, like, housing some kind of angel person, but if one of them is, and it's leading all of them, then they're probably going to be taken care of, too. And we're going to go with a bunch of civilians. I don't know how much food we're going to need to bring if we brought food, so I'd rather us just figure it out on the way.
For sure. Yeah, that sounds good. Yeah, and we don't want to like take away in case the city just got attacked, so
Sure.
we don't want to like take their stuff away.
Well, it was a city, and then it got beat up a whole lot, so now it's a village. It's a city that got shrunk down.
I hope we didn't lose that many civilians.
Well, I hope not either. You're talking about here. I thought you were talking about Hardell, where we're going, where it's literally a 2-house town now.
Well, not yeah. No, I was talking about here. I was
Oh
talking
yeah,
about
no, that's on me.
yeah.
I'll
No, that
tell.
is
Ooh,
definitely a village.
if we can do that, we can go see if anybody needs anything from us. But you have a fancy stick that preserves herbs and spices and stuff like that. So if you wanted to raid the kitchens here for a little bit of stuff that could like go with us and travel and like grow, like that's pretty good too.
I feel like I have all the basic spices handled, and you know, if we find something along the way, I can throw it in the spice black.
Okay, fair enough. Okay, cool. Let's go make ourselves useful then.
Tayson and Stroop do useful stuff.
Trying to not screw up anybody's plans.
What useful stuff are you going to do?
So, when we talk about going to see if there's anything we can be of use for to get ready for this, it's not an expedition. Like, we know exactly where we're going. It just sucks. It just sucks more than it's used to. Tayson's first, like, oh, I'm going to go this place, would be go talk to the queen.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know who else is in charge, so that would be me wasting time to find the queen, who I'm presuming is very, very busy.
And you find her, and she is. And the difference is that she's back out of that queenly wardrobe, back into her, what you know to be her battle dress. Very form-fitting, but well-done leather armors that you notice have a bigger bump in the middle.
Hey, protecting yourself? That's good.
Oh, this? Yeah, I had to have it redone for the baby, but...
Oh,
You're having a baby.
when did that happen?
yeah,
You know... oh, wait, no,
did
sorry.
you-
No,
Did you not understand Fourth from the Crown?
Yeah, but, like, that was, like... early. I thought you were putting someone in charge that, like, maybe knew what they were doing. Wait, you know,
Well,
like a
I hope they know
Secretary
what
of
they're-
State kind of thing, not a royal lineage bloodline kind of thing.
Well, it's... Tayson, you do know how children are made.
No, I got that. No, we're caught up. That's why I tried to correct myself, but then but then you kept going, and then I had to answer that because I had to do it, and like it all stacks up, and then I have to do it in the reverse order of the stack. Point is, why am I fourth in line if they're not here yet? Like I'm not trying to be third in line, but if bad things hold on, how does this work?
I was trying to let you know without telling you with all the people around at that moment.
Gotcha. Okay. Well, I apologize for that, but at the same time, I feel like we've established enough of a rapport where you can't hold it against me for my own obtuseness because history. So really, if you think about it, this one's on you.
Yes, it amazes me how somebody who knows how to use obtuseness in a sentence correctly didn't pick on a subtle gesture, but
I have a
always
very
amaze me.
strong vocabulary and a very low tertiary. See, again, I used another word and it made sense for this, but it doesn't make sense for the situation of me being dumb.
She reaches back under a small cape that she's wearing, and she pulls out a bag. It says, "Your allowance," and she hands you a bag.
Oh, wait, I thought this was going to go over to Adishmira to pay for the stuff and then it was going to...
You asked for money. I'm giving you.
Oh, but I need money to go to Adishmira to pay for the thing that we were doing. I don't need the money. I'm not going to go to Adishmira.
Tayson,
Well,
we do need we should have some money right now. We don't have any money.
Well, I got
And
that,
if
but Phoenix is already building things and enchanting things based off of what we talked about. So he needs this money.
but he needs 2,000 gold sent to the entire Adishmira.
No, not all that. No, he needs 500 gold to pay up for the differences in the stuff that we were talking about before. Because I bought something from him, and then I thought about it the next day, and I exchanged it for another thing, but I actually want both things. So I owe him 500 gold to get everything squared away.
Okay, so if we find somebody to go there to give this phoenix 500 gold,
Uh-huh.
what are they coming back
Oh,
with?
2 rings.
Okay.
Yeah.
You spent 500 gold on 2 rings.
Oh, no, I spent more than that. But I gave him more money ahead of time. But sorry. Oh, so one of the rings he told me it would keep anybody, like it would protect me from anybody trying to like find me or talk to me or do anything bad that I didn't want them to, like magically, right?
Okay.
And then another one, if I had like magic that I didn't need one day, I would take that magic and I'd be able to put it into this ring, and then I'd be able to use it another day because I get tired.
So, not just rings. We enchanted items.
Yeah. No.
Okay. Way more sense for 500 gold now.
I don't mean to be this person, but you realize I have 3 sets of clothes, right? You don't think I spent... I don't even have a good sense of how much things cost, but I know that I didn't spend 500 monies on two shiny pieces of make me look nicer. Like, we understand that, right?
I do. I was trying to understand.
Okay,
That's all.
I'm sorry. I should have established it. I can't give you a hard time about not having an experience and basis of history with me, and then of my awkwardness and misunderstandings, and then also expect you to think that I have common sense. So, this is I've insulted myself, but this is fair. Yeah, so I only need 500 of this to go to Phoenix's phylactery in Adishmira. So here you go. And I hand her back the bag.
He pushes the bag and says, "Keep the gold. Don't spend it all in one spot."
The last time you told me not to do that, I literally did that. Well,
Did you?
sorry. My friends did that, and then I went back, and then I did that myself. But it was the same spot, but it was 2 different two different times.
You need something to spend money while traveling.
Where? We're gonna travel from here to a town that doesn't exist anymore, from what I'm told.
But what if you stop at the markets in Nodell?
No, you're right. We're gonna have to make sure that we have money for alcohol for the people we're traveling with, and but from what I'm told, that's mostly free.
What?
Yeah.
It's never free, Tayson.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? You start and I will finish. I guarantee you it's not free.
So every place that I've ever gone, okay, not free, but every place that I've ever gone with Miranda and Stroop, I've just put money down onto the bar and said, "Hey, I need to provide money. I need to provide alcohol drinks, the fun drinks, the good time drinks for my friends." And then they say, "Ooh, not a problem." And then they just do that. And then I come back and they're like, "No, you're good." And that hasn't been just here. That's been lots of places.
So you gave them a lot of money for stuff that doesn't cost much at all.
Okay, well, how much does it cost?
Typically an ale is a few copper.
Tayson looks at Stroop. You two have this much fun for the equivalent of like a gold a year?
Yeah, Tayson, it's you tip well. You tip very well. But yeah, no, it's pretty cheap to do what we do. Hey.
You probably, they assumed you started a tab with how much money you gave them, Tayson.
So the fact that no one has ever asked me for more. All right, I'm backlogging a little bit of math. Okay. This mostly checks out. Earlier when you said that I didn't know the value of this, so I should probably be the one to hold on to it, I think I get that more now. Okay. So I have, and he opens up the bag, an indeterminable amount of money for our necessary travel.
Two-
No,
2,000
shit, no,
gold.
shh. And he
Okay.
and he plugs Stroop's ears.
She heard her say it was.
Yeah, she
2,000
did. I'm aware. I can only try and patch up the holes in the ship that are already there, not the ones that were
Okay.
there before. Okay. Well, thank you. This is a generous and more than adequate amount for us to get to our location.
If it helps, Tayson,
Yeah.
ask them for a total, and tipping should approximately be 20%.
Okay.
So if it's 5 silver, we give them.
Well, then I'd move the decimal point over, and then I'd multiply that times 2, and then I'd add that to the total. Yeah, I got you. Okay, great.
And off the information I have recently learned in the
Oh.
last few moments, please don't let Stroop or Miranda hold this.
Oh no, it's okay. They honestly, now that I think about it, I probably spent more on my 2 rings than they spent.
That's probably true.
Yeah.
I will see about sending somebody to Adashmira to retrieve the rings.
Mm-hmm.
It might take a little bit. We are still citizens are filling out paperwork to visit the other way. We have people coming here.
As she's speaking, Tayson is grabbing coins and counting them out of the bag.
Mm-hmm.
1, 2. Yeah. Okay.
And they should be here way before you get back.
Okay. 98, 900. 100. Okay. And he takes 100 gold coins in his hands, which are heavy. And if you could give this as a tip to Phoenix, because that's 20%.
I will handle it. You take that.
Okay. And he
But good
puts it
job.
back. I'm good at math. I'm bad at. Love you too. I'm gonna talk to you later. I'm gonna go.
Look at it as math, and she hugs you and kisses your head.
Mm-hmm.
Be safe. I am glad you're going.
No, come on, don't say that. Like, let's be real. It's terrible out there. There's no safe. There's just don't be dead.
I feel like you give our people more protection that they need, and I'm glad you're going.
Now I feel responsible. As opposed
You are.
to just, oh no, you're right.
These are your people too, as well as my understanding, all the people of Adashmir are now Grand Duke.
That's gross. Why would you do that? Like everybody else, I get it, but you know we've talked. It's gross. Like, I don't like. What's their name?
Whose name?
Who do you think I'm talking to? I point at her belly.
We'll find out when they get here.
Really?
Yes.
You're not gonna pre-plan at all. You're not.
I'm not the one that's going to be doing the naming, and she looks over towards the king.
How far away is he? Like, is he like right next to, or is he doing something else on his own?
He's probably about 15 feet away talking to somebody else.
Hey, what's their name gonna be?
He turns, shakes his head because he's used to you, and he says, "Whatever the first name that comes to my head when I see the child, I will name it."
So are you just like keeping names out of your head until then? Because I feel like one would like burrow its way in there.
No, right now the only burrowing name I feel is Tayson.
Well, you can't name it Tayson because that's my name, and that would be awkward and confusing.
I am the king. I can do what I want.
I didn't mean. I'm sorry, my liege. And Tayson like bows down. I didn't mean
And he
it.
says- And then
I'm
he
sorry.
says, "Oh no, I'm sorry, Grand Duke," and he bounds.
Oh no, this. Oh, you're playing. I'm gonna go. I miss you both already. Bye.
Tayson, did we find out who's in charge for the expedition?
Oh, hey, Mom Queen, King Dad. Who should we talk to about who should we talk to about leading us to Hardell?
If you don't feel comfortable, Dawn Knight, or yes, it is Dawn Knight. Ava, Nalo is going
Okay.
with Dawn Warriors. So
Yeah.
anybody's capable. It would be a Dawn Knight.
So I should talk to them about, hey, they're in charge about this, and is there any way we can help out before we go?
Absolutely.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
As you're all leaving, you just hear uncontrollable, but it sounds like it's trying to be controlled. Laughter, snort, giggle things coming out of Posh and Shimon.
Love the three of you. Bye.
Tayson, it kind of sounded like you were in charge, and then like if you didn't want to, then Ava would be in charge. Is that how you heard it?
No, because I'm not allowed to be in charge of stuff. Remember, I can't be in like the meetings and stuff, and this was something that was decided before we were decided to go, and I'd love to believe that we weren't so inconspicuous, but I think if I was in charge, somebody would have come up here and asked me what to do, because that's what we're literally doing.
Yeah, you're right. That makes sense. Okay, I probably just didn't think about it that hard. Okay.
If it means anything, I thought about it too much, and that's my normal thing. So maybe I am in charge. In which case, would you like a job?
Yeah. What are we supposed to be doing, Tayson?
Okay, you're gonna be in charge of running this expedition thing unless we talk to Ava, and Ava is in charge of this expedition.
I don't want to do that at all.
The burden of leadership is heavy. You're right. Good luck. I wish you well in your new venture. Let's go try and find Ava.
Okay.
You guys
seeing her? Because I mean, like last time you saw her, she was like indisposed. So
No, she was just in the garden area.
okay. Yeah. Let's go find her.
Okay.
You two head off. When the time ticks away as you sit in your room. No one seems to come, and you know it's getting to the point where you're going to have to start heading towards the south gate.
She grabs a piece of paper and in thieves' cant leaves a note on her desk.
Okay.
And like says like traveling with the caravan to Hardell.
Okay. And you head out.
Yep.
A little bit more somber this time as you hit. There's just the same amount of people here, but as where your room is and the way you come out, you just see the mass of people on their knees praying loudly, crying. And I think with the loss of Trent, you kind of feel the pain that these people have right this moment.
Before she leaves the temple, she's gonna go into Trent's room.
Okay. You head over to where you know Trent's room is, and it is as barren as yours is always, as all the rooms you know are. Everybody lives off of the minimal necessity needed to be a cleric. But as you open up, it just looks very barren though. The single desk, the single dresser, the single small bed.
She summons one of the soul knives and pushes the desk forward
Mhm.
some and writes his name in the back of the desk
Okay.
and a prayer, and then pushes it back. And
Okay.
leaves.
As you do, a drawer opens up and you notice there's writing, utensils and paper with writing on it. In Trent's handwriting.
She sits down at the desk for a moment and picks it up and starts reading it.
As I study more about chaos, it's difficult for me to understand why more people don't. Chaos is in everything. Every single one of the gods has a chaos about them. The more I learn, the more I understand this, and the more I wonder why Zelron isn't a higher god. It's the first page.
She grabs all of his notes and sticks them in her hat.
Okay.
And leaves.
Okay. Because of that, you're just a little bit behind, but you still seem to show up almost at the same time as you watch Strupen. Tayson from the other end walking up to this. It's like a 3 wagon caravan. Things are packed up and tied. You see Ava as you approach, talking to people, giving orders, and then turning to Delaria. And as all three of you get closer, you hear her say, "Listen, I didn't want to just say yes, throw things on the God Killer. My cousin would be so happy to take a bunch of people and items across a country she's never been to." And Delaria is like, "It's not too late." And Ava turns and looks and says, "What do you want to unpack all of these and load them onto your ship just to fly it over to a small area?" And Delaria just says, "Are you trying to see more of the world?" And hold on one second. Of course. Delaria follows the gaze of Ava as Ava's looking and staring in a pause as Tayson shows up, and Delaria just says, "Oh, I see now. Okay. Enjoy yourself, cousin. Hello, Grand Duke," and she gives another flourish. I was told to flourish bigly.
Oh, who
for
told you?
you.
Who told you to do that?
Oh, a bunch of people.
Did they? Okay,
A
so
lot of guards.
okay.
They giggled, but I figured I would give the flourish.
Um,
And you actually see Posh like out of the corner of your eye going, "More deep."
corner of his eye turns back. You know what? If it makes everybody else happy, fine. Whatever. Okay, cool. Thank you. Hey, what's your actual what's your job? What's your title? What's your how do I address you?
I am but a lonely captain of a war vessel.
Oh, lonely captain of a war vessel. And Tayson bows very, very deeply, making sure that he bows deeper.
Yeah. You don't like when people do that? That's amazing. And a little bit hot. I liked it.
I don't understand. Okay.
You
Hey.
innocent little thing.
I'm at least your height. How dare you? Ava, can we be of assistance on your expedition here?
I've got it loaded up, but I figured you'd be in charge. I just figured you would. You have 5 of my Dawn Warriors, myself.
You got it loaded up?
The everything that they need to do all the work in Hardell are loaded into the 3 carts. The front cart has food for the workers that are coming with us.
Okay.
And my Dawn Warriors stand ready to receive orders from me.
Okay. For me.
Well, I figured you were the quote-unquote highest-ranking person. Plus, somebody told me outside of and then she does the mocking, like, flourish. She doesn't go down. She just does the mocking thing.
It's one of those, you do the mocking flourish.
Yeah.
I do it. Okay.
Yeah. You're the Grand Duke, but somebody told me you're also the prince here, so this is yours expedition. Your people.
Well, yeah, okay, but I actually thought that you were the one who was in charge because I was going with you as kind of like a representative at the same time.
I could take charge if you're not comfortable. Is that what you want?
Is that what you want?
I don't think you understand what I want, but What would make you more comfortable?
I'll tell you, if we could, kind of tag team it as far as like a group thing, so there's not just one person in charge, so there's better presentation of ideas if something needs that, kind of the collaboration thing. I'd be good with that.
Absolutely. Never been to Hardell. I've never traveled the country.
Oh, okay.
By the way, in that moment, as you get the giggles a little bit, so you turn, you notice Delaria looking at her cousin behind Tayson going, and then she keeps walking. I mean,
Yeah, so I'll tell you what, we got things loaded up. That sounds great. Is there anything else that we want to do or we would like to do before we are ready to take off here?
yes, but
Okay.
I think we should leave.
Oh, okay. Then I'll tell you what. You know a lot more of the people in charge of protecting everybody. So if you want to tell everybody that we're good to go out, I'll be happy to follow suit.
Absolutely. She
Okay.
turns around. 4 corners. Dent, you have points. Let's head out. And you watch the Dawn Knights spread out into the 4 corners, and you notice one of the Dawn Knights is a very burly looking very burly looking humanoid, but he's an orc. Dressed in the armor of Holzmir and stands out a little bit from all the other Dawn warriors. As he acknowledges with a grunt, "Yeah, aye, Dawn Knight," and he goes up front. The gates, you hear people call as the gates are open, as security has been doubled and tripled on this area, and you guys head outside of Remedigan Castle into Remedigan, heading south. You guys can ride on the edge of a cart with all of the workers are like either sitting on the carts, or if they want to walk, they jump off and walk for a little bit just to stretch their legs as you guys head out. You guys are more than welcome to whatever you want to do. And Ava will, as they head out, Ava takes a point guard in the back and follows.
Can I find the orc? Is he walking or riding? What is he doing?
Is he
He's
tall?
All the Dawn warriors are walking.
Okay, I want to walk up next to him.
Okay.
And
You
I wanna-
quickly stroop shuffle to the front.
Hi, Mr. Dawn Knight guy. How are you?
I'm fine. Dawn warrior.
Dawn Warrior. Well, Dawn Warrior. Yeah, I got it. Okay. What's your favorite animal?
That's hard to say, actually. I like dogs.
I like dogs too. That's nice. Okay. What do you think about this place that we're going? Have you been there before?
This is my first time out of diaspora, so this has all been super interesting for me.
Cool. What's your favorite food?
Well, wouldn't it be? I mean, the questions come, but I'm not hearing answers. What's your favorite animal?
I like dogs too. I like turtles.
I love how suddenly Hannah takes Stroop and says, "I'm a flirt with this orc / ask questions," and becomes more awkward than me. What the hell?
I'm not flirting. I'm just, making conversation.
I'm gonna go find this
fucking
particular
perfect.
person and say, "Hey, what's your favorite animal? Hey, what do you know about this place?
I haven't
Hey,
seen any orcs before.
okay, fair enough."
You have. There was a
I
full
have.
orc with the tribes, yeah.
Right.
But that's
other
like
than that,
one.
yeah,
Right.
I've seen like
Okay.
one orc.
You know what?
This
And then
guy's,
I take it back. I'm gonna edit my my ignorance in post. Continue.
and the first mate of the Dawn Killer is that thin orc with the robes.
Oh, this is a different guy. I thought it was the same
This
guy.
is Dawn Warrior, or
Oh.
Dawn Warrior who came with Ava, and he's the only non-elf Dawn Warrior that's here.
Gotcha. Yeah. So what you doing with all these bells?
Eldoranth, the diaspora in general, has many different races.
Oh, that's cool. Like a melting pot of sorts of races. That's cool. I like that. Cool. This has been fun. I'm gonna stop talking now.
It's fine to be curious. It's kind of a set. My great and add a bunch father in a line was the original Dench. And Ava's grandfather and him were close. It's actually what inspired me to become an awakened.
Cool. I know some of those words. Um, cool. Yeah, I have a melting pot of employees. That they do lots of stuff, and I don't really know what I should ask them why, if they're interested in being a guardian, and if they like it so far, and so I should ask them questions. You're right. Glad we
He
had this conversation.
looks surprised when you say that. And he says, "Wait, you're the guardian, Stroopwafel."
Yeah, Shroop Waffle of the Waffle Hut franchise. Long live the Waffle Hut.
Uh,
That's me,
well, yeah,
Steve Holt.
but Steve Holt. But people talk about the guardian, and I didn't realize. I'm sorry. Is there a way we're supposed to address you?
No, Stroop Waffle of the Waffle Hut franchise. That's pretty much what we. It's Stroop. Stroop to friends. Stroop, I guess.
So let me know when I don't have to say the mouthful. Stroopwafel of the Waffle Hut franchise.
You forgot Long Live the Waffle Hut.
Long live the Waffle Hut.
Thank you. Put some respect on the name. Oh my god. I couldn't do that in character.
More importantly, somebody said, "Wait, you're the guardian Stroopwafel?" And you're like, "Yes, Stroopwafel of the Waffle Hut. Long live the Waffle Hut." How am I supposed to address you? No, do all the
franchise.
A franchise. Yes, you're right.
Y'all just out here disrespecting the Waffle Hut.
No. How dare? No one's disrespecting the Waffle Hut. People either know the Waffle Hut or they don't know, but they will know.
They will know. Okay. Yeah, I just wanted Doc to have to make up all these random facts about a NPC, honestly, after he did what he did to Trent. So
Oh, okay.
Thank you.
These are not random facts, though. This was set up, but I appreciate you delving into what I prepared.
This is different from the one guard that I said, "Hey, excuse me, guard that I found because I needed a guard. Can you tell me where to go these things?"
Yeah, hit me up when I didn't know all the people. Now I know all the people.
Yeah. By the way,
Tayson and Miranda, what are you guys doing as Stroop runs up front to flirt and or talk to the Orkin and tell him to put some respect on her name?
Good.
That ring just contacts the group of moon elves, right?
Yeah, as far as you know, it attacks the Sharon Maw.
What is their deal again? I'm sorry, I've had a long day. Brain go burr.
No, it's okay. There's a lot that I've put into this that I didn't expect you to memorize off of 2 times knowing it. What Poge told you is they were a cult of a god they called Devogam. And they believe that magic must remain pure, and that's all you know. But if you would have looked into, you would have, because you're you. They believe that Akina. They believe Devogam should take the position of Akina because Akina has corrupted the gifts of magic.
Okay, so we're not using that item unless we have to. We're not just contacting strange cults who gift out magic items. All right. So she's going to kind of just make sure everyone is safe and secure and help get anything on the caravans that needs assistance or anything like that.
So it's going. right now. You guys have left. And so, yeah, you follow through, you look. What you really notice just watching just to see how things are is even though the Dawn Warriors are spread almost 60 feet apart, they're locked in step with each other. Like they've been trained as a military force. And now I think you start to understand because you knew how the breakdown was. I think this is your first time seeing the Holzmir Church as it is, where the awakened are the clerics, and then clerics that go on, now it makes sense, become warriors. So they must have had like very intense military training. They are exactly four cornered. They are walking. You watch. They're watching and looking. They don't seem to get bored, or they even you watch as Stroop's talking to the orc up front. He doesn't stop looking and patrolling as he talks to Stroop. Even Ava in the back seems lockstepped and looking around, watching. And every now and then, like, something in the back, one of the people try to get off and get tangled up, and Ava is right there to help them off. And she kind of laughs at, their little bit of misfortune and just says, it's okay, we're here. And you guys are traveling through. Tayson? Yeah, that's true.
I think Tayson was gonna head to the front, so there was somebody, quote unquote, in charge on either side.
Okay.
But then Stroop ran up to the front, so there's somebody more in charge than Tayson feels up front. So Tayson's gonna kind of hang out at the back. He's walking too. And I think Tayson's entire thing is I don't know what to do to be helpful. So I'm going to watch the people that are in the back. And if any of them look like they're starting to kind of like their gait gets a little bit slower, they look a little tired, it's going to be okay. Oh, no, we're going to exchange. Oh, no, you go sit on the cart for a while. Can one of you volunteer to walk for a little bit? It's very much like getting rotations on.
It's a very good thing that the one thing these guys don't seem to do is run out of steam as they march and they continue on with their orders. Okay. You guys will travel for 8 hours, and then you get to a spot that looks familiar because you've camped here once or twice. Recently, you've done it. Oh, Kitty, yes, go crazy. It's taco time. Go ahead. There you are.
Taco cat.
Taco time is established. Continue.
Yeah, you make camp, and again, you've been this way. This isn't like you only camped here the one time when you were traveling to Hardell the first time. You guys have been on multiple times. In fact, this is the same camp where you're setting up, where everybody stayed with Martin on your way to the one elvish temple on this side of the God's Mountains.
That Tayson was not with us for.
He was there. Mike wasn't there.
Who is this Mike? I don't know.
You guys, you're setting up, and you hear Ava. Okay, you two take first. You two take last. I'll be up around watching to help out as well. You watch Dench. Where do you want me to be? She says, well, you can either assist with first or last, depending on what you need. I mean, we pretty much had this, but I understand. So, and he sets up with other people that he's going to help take first or last watch to wake him up in the middle of their watch so that he can assist them. And they're all very respectful. As the sun sets right that moment at twilight, you watch them all gather and kneel without being called as Ava leads them in what they call twilight prayers. Basically, the night's coming. We know the dawn will rise again. We will be vigilant to watch it come. And they end with the dawn will rise. And then they go prospectively to help set up camp with the civilians that are there to get the fire, get everybody set up as you watch a couple of them start taking patrols without anything else. And then Ava just comes over and says, did you want, my gods have it tonight, but if you feel like you need to assist, they're always welcome for the company.
That's up to I'm already on a rotation of trying to stay awake at weird points, so I'm fine with doing the same thing. If you it sounds like we've got help. If you two want to take a break, and just sleep.
Actually, yes, I would like that.
Okay.
Droop already has, like, my bedroll is out. I had no intention of taking a watch tonight.
She pushes the blanket and goes, "What? What did you say?"
But just the last time that other people told us they would take watches, our wagon got stolen and they died. No, it's fine. Okay, you're fine. It's okay. Go ahead and sleep. It's okay. That's a 20 episode callback that I got for you.
That is.
What's up?
That is.
Who says that I'm half here other than me? Ding.
Just you.
Before, like, Miranda will pull out her bedroll and get it set up, but she's gonna kind of go to the side where she can still see in the firelight, but she's away from everyone and kind of as alone as she can be, and she's gonna pull out Trent's notes.
Okay.
And keep reading.
The next couple of pages are... I try to keep up with the shrine that Miranda left. I wonder if I'm ever going to see her again. I have this feeling like destiny has a separate cause. I don't think she understands how much I've actually learned from her. I want to tell her that I found Zulrun and that I know it's her that put Zulrun's small shrine behind the five. But to be honest, it's hard to get a read on her. A little bit about how, like, he's convinced you're just having fun with him, but sometimes you actually do seem more angry about him not completing tasks, not doing things correct, even some of the mistakes that he's made.
Please, let's not burn down the temple.
Exactly, stuff like that. And he even, like, I wish my clumsiness was better. And not just you, but, like, maybe the other clerics would, trust me more with other duties. He, at the very beginning of these notes, is very... I want to be here. I know I'm supposed to be here. I don't know why I'm here. I wish I was better at this. And that's what you're going to get tonight. You're not going to get that far into his writings. There is quite a bit of them.
She's gonna put them away, and she's going to do her blade singing Tai Chi.
Okay.
And if anyone's paying any attention to Miranda, while her movements are still very fluid, they're also more aggressive.
Okay. You notice when you go to do this as well, like the Dawn Warriors go and find a stone and they practice, like you hear them even count out simple maneuvers from warring and other things. As Posh and G-Mine are laid back near Tayson, just one of them sprawled out, the other one's just ready, sitting on a rock to stand up when Tayson moves, and they seem to be watching all of the movements around them. Very intense on what's going on.
Lots of new threats. That's how it goes.
Even though that's true, they look very comfortable. Almost like they're always wanting to get into a fight.
Funny how that works.
It's like they were maybe trained.
It's like warrior is part of their title.
Is anybody going? You guys are going to sleep, or are you taking watch? What's happening?
I'm taking a watch, and I'm letting people dictate their own watches and stuff. But hey, put me at the watch that nobody wants, because frankly, that's the watch I usually get.
Well, the elves set up 2 watches amongst themselves. So 2 people will be meditating while 2 people are moving. The other 2 will trance while at the end.
Mm-hmm.
Ava seems to be moving around, making sure that the first two guards are set up, that the other two warriors are comfortable where they are. She's
Okay.
very attuned to the needs of her people. She brings them water and tells them to drink, even though they'll say like, "I'm not thirsty," and she said, "Did I ask?"
Then Tayson at a certain point, like figuring out whether he's going to bed or he's going to stay up or if he's going to wake up, etc. We'll actually go up to Ava and do the. Um, I'm actually pretty used to staying up consistently when we're out and about and on mission. Do you want me to stay awake at a certain time, or I'll actually feel uncomfortable if I go to sleep and you're all capable, but I would feel uncomfortable if I broke stride here.
I meant to ask,
Yeah.
and I don't mean rude, but to be rude, but you are the first half elf I've ever met. Do you trance like we do, or do you sleep like the humans and
I,
other races?
I don't understand. What do you mean?
She looks over and you see the other two that are in like bedrolls. They do lay down. It looks like a sleep, but you notice that they just cross their hands and they seem to like look up and just fade off into things. And she says, "A trance, an elf. We only need 4 hours of trance."
I didn't understand that was like a genetics thing. I thought that was oh, I made a lot of assumptions that I shouldn't have. No, I don't any points. I don't trance. I sleep, but uh I've I've been pretty used to operating without a lot of sleep for a long time. And frankly, if you ordered me to go to sleep right now, I'd try, but it wouldn't work. I'm on a different clock of stress, and I don't want to say anxiety to seem weak, but also another word for anxiety that isn't less weak. So
Well, you hold a lot of titles that definitely outrank me, so I doubt I can order you to do anything, Tayson.
I defer to your judgment. So it doesn't matter what my titles are. I trust you, so it's okay.
The first time I saw you, though,
Okay.
and now you guys are walking a little bit as she's doing like a slight patrol.
I'm handing the water that she's ordering people to drink.
Yeah. She says, I felt that there was a warrior nature about you, not because you carried a giant axe on your back, but
Oh, that's new.
it's amazing. It is a very beautiful axe. But I guess, were you part of the army? I don't know a lot about you,
No,
but I know everything about you, it feels
no,
like.
I learned it in school. I
Oh,
learned, yeah.
so you went to like a military academy?
I don't know if it was military because it wasn't. No, so my teacher, I guess I have to examine this now. Really young, was in this school that was designated for training people to be able to do some of the violent stuff and carry out some of the things that were necessary for the greater good. And I don't, oh man, my first memories are of that school. So I was there. I don't know how young I was, but I knew I was there pretty young. And I was originally told that my parents gave me up. But then I figured out that my parents were different from my parents. And I've actually known my parents for a long time because they were, like, I,
Ava stops you and says, wait, can you explain that better? Pretend like I don't know what you're talking about.
okay, if it means anything, I know what I'm talking about, and I'm still explaining it wrong.
Who told you your parents didn't want you and left you at that school?
So, my instructors told me that originally. And now I'm finding out recently, like in the last week or two, that I was actually. This is weird. I'm sorry. I don't know if this is like fourth meeting conversation, and I don't want to dump a whole lot of my personal stuff onto you.
I had my hand in your chest.
There was that. No, you're right. Your tenant got angry at my tenant, but your tenant is somebody you had an agreement with ahead of time. Okay, that's, you know what? This is weird. It's cool. So I was told by my instructors that my parents didn't want me, so the school took me in, and they were going to train me and break me down to where I needed to be of use for this world. And now I'm finding out that I was actually not like just dropped off, like I was actually created to do that. So that means they lied to me, but I don't know if they knew that or if they were lied to as well. But the point is that wasn't true.
So you have an elven tree forest here as well.
I have what?
An elven tree forest.
What do you mean?
I was created as well. My mothers went and prayed to the gods of the elves of the trees.
Okay.
And then I was given to them.
Oh. Okay, maybe. But as far as I know, my bloodline is it's like a couple of different people that were all alive at the same time and kind of borrowed. So I don't know if maybe?
Oh, that's absolutely different. That is amazing.
I guess.
So and she looks a little disappointed. So it's not the same.
I mean, maybe it is the same and I misunderstood. I'm sorry. I found out a lot about my heritage a couple weeks ago, and then the people of Adashmira, when I went there, tried to talk to me about my heritage, but my heritage was more of them trying to talk to me about the culture of Adashmira and how it was my culture as well. And
how is that? Wait, how is that even possible?
What do you mean?
Are you from Adashmira?
Well,
were you born and raised? Is that where your school was? Was it in the Adashmira?
No, it wasn't. It was out here. Okay. Hey, hey, Docker. Pinky swear's a thing in this world.
Sure, why not?
Okay, cool. Hey, I need you to promise that you're not going to tell anybody what I'm going to tell you because it's kind of limited information. But I don't know. We might get attacked by demons and die out here. So I'd rather us be kind of on the same page.
Okay. I mean, you know my deepest secret.
Okay. That's, you know what? And I thought you knew mine, but now that we're talking about it, evidently I've got a deeper one and I didn't think about it. So I'm technically a prince of Adashmira and Remedigan because within me dwells some of the blood of Xandro and the Queen of Remedigan, and I think Martin, and well, he kind of found me after I had a really, really bad day at school, and kind of took me in. But I was created from at least their essences, I guess. I don't know. Maybe there's more. Maybe there's not. I don't know. But I mean, I'm kind of I'm at least a triumvirate. I might be a more amoeba form of them, depending on how many. I don't know, but those are the ones I know. Well, at least four, because none of them, like, had me. I'm not gonna lie, I thought I was an egg for a while, because I didn't understand who was my parent if none of them were my parents. So that's why the tree thing that you were talking about, the forest, the elven forest, maybe that's it. But I also know that it was unlikely that I was born of elven means, at least in elven territory, because that wasn't discussed as far as the kind of revelations of my weird existence.
In Eldoret, couples that can conceive from time to time. With elves, it's very rare.
Mhm.
In my situation, where my mothers couldn't conceive together for reasons, they would go to the Testilla forest. It's not called that, it's some fancy word, but it's near the Testilla tree, so it's easier to say.
Sure.
It and they pray for nights on end. It's a pilgrimage of such. And if they are worthy to have a child is given to them.
Okay.
As far as I know, I have features of both of my mothers, so I assume that it's their essence, but you bring up a lot of questions that I need to ask my moms about.
Okay. I sorry. If
No,
I am
it's good. I like to learn.
as far as I know, I'm fairly unique-ish. And I'm not trying to say that to put myself in this weird pedestal, because I'd rather be on the ground. But I don't know. And unless somebody asks, I really haven't had a whole lot of reason to care. I've been around. I've gotten, I got taught at school. School was, it was school, I guess, and then it was bad. So I left, and then I was here. And then a couple years went by, and then I was told that I was actually my lineage was important enough to be in charge of people, and that was too much. And then I was told that again in a place where people hadn't been, like my other half of my people's wasn't allowed to be for a long time. So I'm when you say you haven't seen a me, I evidently that's pretty. It's fairly universal. Maybe it's not. Maybe I'm not the only me, but I am. I am uncommon enough to get the eyes of, huh? What's that guy?
So, being of all of this, even for a short time, are you promised to somebody to strengthen your nation? Are you?
I don't understand.
Some kingdoms.
What do you mean promised?
There's traditions.
Talk to me
in some,
like I don't understand anything that you're talking
I'm
about.
trying to explain
Okay.
it the best I can.
Got it. Okay, I'm sorry. I'll stop interrupting. And Tayson sits on the ground and crisscross applesauces.
She just stands there and looks a little bit and says, I've heard of kingdoms where princes and princes are betrothed and married for political reasons, to make things stronger, or alliances, or...
I don't. Well, if it means anything, I'm only fourth in line in Remedigan, so I don't know if we're worried about that. But maybe. I haven't been told of that. I hope not, because that would be uncomfortable.
When you say "I hope not," you hear her whisper, "Yeah, me too."
Yeah, no, that would be bad, right?
Oh, probably.
Yeah, because I don't. Well, no, it's weird because I think I'm technically a prince of two different places. Like, people make jokes about it, but I'm also worried that if I was promised by one group, that I would piss off another group. So I think I'm unpromised.
If you don't know, you're probably unpromised.
Well, you say that, but I was also pretty sure that I wasn't a prince, and then a week passed, and then I was a prince twice. So, like in reality, I don't know.
As this conversation fades off into the forest, Miranda, you are training, trying to get a feel for whatever it is, or get rid of the rage that you do. Echoey, stupid memories that you're trying to get rid of. When Akina said that you don't have what it takes to be the goddess of tyranny, I don't know how that affected you, or if it did at all. But that kind of goes in your mind as you do these movements. So the anger from Trent is there, but that is on the thing because you were serious talking to these guys that you would if you had to, and they basically said there's no way you could.
She is thinking about that as she's doing these motions, and she knows that they were right, but at the same time, she also has that as a plan in the back of her head as a backup. Because even if it killed her, she's going to do what she has to.
And now instead of, and I think it dawns on you as you go through these motions, you probably need to talk to Phoenix again. But now instead of being on your way there, you're 3 weeks to going to Hardell, which I'm not even sure if you want to return to your house right now.
She does, because she also knows that in order to try and protect all of these different locations, like the magic that's protecting her house and Tayson / Martin's house is very valuable. And she has to prioritize finding out as much as possible about that so that they can install it in as many locations as possible to try to keep people safe.
Beep beep. I'm not in streamer mode. Shroop, as you get ready for the night, where is your head with everything that's been going on?
Uh, you know, we're just kind of hanging on. There's the whole teacher fiasco that Stroop isn't quite sure if they're ready to deal with. They want to grab all the information that we can. But we did last time write on the board 2 questions. So we do want to we don't want to necessarily call a meeting, but like go and see if anybody's written anything on the board.
Okay. But your head, with everything that's been happening, you're just trying to not even process?
Ava has a crush on Tayson, and Stroop thinks it's the best thing in the world. Other than that, we're going on an adventure. The possibility of seeing her family sounds. She doesn't want to like make it seem like she's super excited about it because, as a hero, we don't want to have our families used against us. So, if that is the thing, so to everybody else, she's not really like saying how excited she is for the possibility of seeing her family, but deep down, definitely like ready to see the twins for sure, especially Chip.
You go into your meeting area and you notice there's a few people there writing on the board as you come in. They turn around and they're like, "Oh, Guardian, this is you? You asking us?"
Yeah, I want it to be a collaborative learning environment, new new stuff all around. So just want to make sure you guys are comfortable and see what you want out of this.
Well, we've been talking, and you brought up a great question. And the thing that all of us have in common is we all have some kind of ingrained power outside of this guardian and waiting thing.
What do you mean? What kind of power?
Uh, One of the guys steps out from behind, and he's in armor, wearing a sword. He says, "Well, I just passed my paladin trials.
Oh, that's
Charisse over
exciting.
there, yeah, a Chavis over there, grew up on the streets and definitely knows how to take care of himself. It's the one that you heard talking about the book that was on him. A couple others that are there talking, and you watch. They show you the board and where you asked if people wanted to. Um, you notice, yeah, if you want some sword training, I'm a paladin. Everybody that's in the book has put something that's still in the book has put something like you with your innate druid powers. There's a lot of different kind of people, but there is nobody who is a commoner. There's power in the choosing that Gaia has given.
A good group. We got a good group, and I like that you guys are volunteering to teach each other things. That's pretty cool. I like that. Takes a little pressure off me, honestly, because I get overwhelmed sometimes. But
Yeah, we noticed that a couple of the names are missing from the book, and we figure that bad things are happening, which is why you're asking.
yeah, I don't have all the answers, but we're gonna do everything we can to make sure we all get through this and save the forest.
Uh, the armored clad man says, "Well, I was going to return to my home, but my parents say they're safe, but Hardell was destroyed. Um, I noticed the soul forges, so I put my name on it. I know where that is. We used to travel there. Both my parents are very devout, and it was a holy place, they called it. Um, but it seems like nobody's overlapping. And you look, yeah, Northern Remedigan Forest, the mines of Remedigan, the plains sections, everything has a single name. Like Gaia took people from certain areas and asked them to you.
Yeah, so it looks like we have the map pretty much covered, but yeah, if that's what you want to do, if you want to go to the forge, then that's great.
Well, yeah, and it'll give me a chance to every now and then see my parents if I travel back to Hardell. She said they were going to attempt to rebuild, so.
Oh, yeah, actually, I'm on my way to Hardell right now. So, yeah, we'll see what's there, and if you would like, I can give you an update. I'm so sorry, I'm very bad with names. What is your name again?
Uh, Pendrick.
Pendrick. Okay, Pendrick. Pendrick. Okay, I will try to remember that. Really hard. Very, very bad with names.
Well, we notice there's more and more of us, so I would understand if you didn't, but I'm trying to get used to Pendrick here, and then of course Sir Relevis. So Sir Relevis just doesn't feel right anymore with everything happening. Pendrick will work.
Pendrick. All right, yeah. Yeah, once I get to Hardell, I can call you for a meeting and let you know how things. What are your parents' names? Are Pardell?
No, no, my mom is Miska. My dad is Trofov.
Oh, but your surname.
Trofov. Uh,
But
oh, sorry, what?
but your surname?
My
Your
surname. Yeah. I forgot already.
She's been wanting to go at this.
She got me.
She got ya!
I got all their first names written down.
Oh, it's all right. You always get the vengeance back.
You
if
got
you just
me.
get to say,
You got
"Hey,
me.
no, it's
I
great."
You got me. I'm going to let you have that. You got me.
Guardian, what are your
God.
spells?
Yeah.
When my dad asks me if I won D&D, I'm going to tell him yes.
Tonight?
Yes.
Tonight, yeah, sure.
We fade out of these dreams. We see the fires, everything going well. We float above Remedigan. And we hear one deep voice that you actually do hear faintly in the distance. I am free. And we'll see you next time on the Rose and Dragons podcast.
Hey, everybody pinching their noses and folding their hands into your heads. It doesn't matter, because this is where you talk about all the stuff that you're doing in the meantime, before you take on the demon apocalypse next week. So, Lissa, tell us all about your demon apocalypse and non-demon apocalypse activities.
Okay, so my demon apocalypse activities are running around in a circle and yelling "fuck" for a while, and then actually fighting the demon. But my non-demon apocalypse activities are so tomorrow through Friday, I am actually going to be producing live streams for an online convention. So depending on how I feel, I may or may not stream on my channel. It's kind of dependent on how tired I am after all that.
Sure.
But I'm hoping I will be okay enough to stream some more Arkham games. I finished Arkham Asylum recently, and now I'm moving on to Arkham City.
Cool. Hannah, do the same thing. But now when your demon activities are expressed, you don't get to say you're running around in circles. You have to say something different.
Demon related activities in my household will be summoning. Hold on.
This is where we insert the yells at dog
Yeah,
sounds.
my dogs have lost their minds right now.
Well, clearly you were summoning dogs.
That too. I mean,
Demon dogs,
that's what I do for a
absolutely.
living. In non-demon related activities, a book that I just narrated came out the other day that I haven't announced anywhere yet. So it's called Return to Eden: The Wilderness Years. It is a sequel to Return to Eden. It is by an author named Elegy, and yeah, it's a interesting book about a man who makes money. So
Okay.
if that's what you're interested in.
Doc, talk to us about your how to market all of the cool things that you're doing and why you should do this class, and also anything else that you're doing.
So basically tomorrow when Geek Girl Alyssa is too swamped to be on her channel, you can swing back here to Nerdworks Media and watch me. It would normally be Dr. Ruin's Childhood, but I'm done. I can't play any more of that game. And I'll tell you why on the last Saturday of the month when I talk to Mike about it. So I will show off my farm in Stardew, and you guys can make fun of me about how much I don't understand that game.
Absolutely not. There is no understanding Stardew. There is everybody's own journey.
Which is fine because I will just show you everything that I've accomplished through fishing.
Exactly.
That's all I did. But Thursday, come on down for Fishing for Fish. I'm running out of game suggestions, so we might have to find a new Thursday theme.
Hey,
and I'll be honest, we can always go back to Punch Kitty. I haven't done that in forever. Ooh. So, yeah, where I go and play Skyrim as Khajiit that only punches things, and I narrate everything with my stupid voices. Which is it was a good time. Everybody got a chance to make fun of Doc a little bit, which is great, and I like it. So don't hesitate. If you ever see me and you think it's funny, by the way, poke fun at me. That's how I roll. Outside of that, not a lot going on. You may hear in the next few weeks us playing more music and background stuff. as we have partnered with somebody who's been part of Nerd. I'm not saying who.
Okay, good.
But,
Okay, cool,
but
cool, cool.
It's really cool because it's somebody who was there, who has been supportive, who's talked to us, and like through a dumb realization of scrolling through, I was like, hey, is this a bot because of the name? And we got to talking to the person. So it's really cool because we've been digging through a lot of their stuff. So
It's good stuff.
And you're going to hear a new intro soon-ish.
Soon. When we get to season 4.
That we've done some, I'm very proud of, and everybody did wonderful jobs.
It's
and I
imminent.
can't wait for you to hear it. But
If it means anything, Pyro, when I said Hades, did like do Hades exclamation point.
you can fish in Hades?
Yeah. But you don't get to decide when you fish. Sometimes fishing is presented to you, like real fishing should be. And if you're going to wear that face, somebody isn't a real virtual fisherman. I don't know what to tell you. You can find me here and sometimes other places, but mostly here. It's been kind of a chaotic week, and it's going to be a chaotic month. I'm hoping to come back soon, but you will at the very least find me here on Mondays with all of these lovely people and all of you lovely people who have been watching. We all appreciate you. Thank you very much for making this. We have fun on our own, but it's more fun when people are able to, yell at us for being stupid or yell at us for being fun or whatever. In the meantime, thank you very much for being yourselves. Thank you very much for being here. And thank you all of you for playing. Until another week passes by, Doc?
Love one another. Keep it nerdy and live your dreams.
Later.
Bye-bye.
There it is. I was waiting for the bye, and I just gotta... Take it easy, everybody.